Hey everyone, in this video I'll be talking about 6 positive cash flow suburbs that theoretically you could invest in right now if you wanted some very high positive cash flow. 6 high yielding suburbs. We'll be going through them, showing them to you on a map. So if you're looking for positive cash flow, maybe stick around till the end. My name's PK and I help literally hundreds of people build passive income using data without using a buyer's agent, and this channel exists to help you get ahead through Australian real estate. So if you do want to get ahead through Australian real estate, hit the subscribe button right now, turn the notification bell on and give it a thumbs up, give it a like. I'm sure you'll get plenty of value. All right, let's get into it. So the first suburb is called Menunda, don't know which one. But I just looked online and I tried to find some really high yielding suburbs and these are what I found. So I thought I'd share them with you. Check it out. I'm just on the house. So Menunda, this is in Cairns. So to give you some context, guys, this is Cairns up here in northern Queensland. If we go and zoom in, it's kind of like inner west of Cairns. You can see here that the yield, check it out, 10%. This is units here, right? 10% yield, and check out how this is performing. It's going up every single year, right? And the median value, not too bad. It's going up as everything else has been over the last year as well. So there you go. I'm not saying that this is a good investment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that my clients were investing here. I'm just trying to share some love, just trying to share with you some high yielding suburbs. So take it for what it is. The second suburb is Trinity Beach. Once again, this is also in Cairns. So this time further north, along the coast, really a nice part of the world. If you haven't been there, Trinity Beach, once again, units, check out the yield, 7%. So not as good as the first one, but still thousands of dollars positive. Check out what the rents have been doing, consistently be going up. Check out what the value has done, kind of sketchy, not really done too much over the last, you could say, 10 years. So sometimes when you go for positive cash flow properties, make sure that you also follow the data to make sure they will grow, because positive cash flow by itself seems nice, but if it doesn't grow, then what's the point? You can't exactly retire off 10 of these types of properties. It's only probably going to give you $20,000-$30,000 passive income. But once again, take it for what it's worth. I'm not saying that we're investing in here, or we have invested in here, or we will invest in here. I'm not saying any of those, but here's some positive cash flow suburbs. The next one is Portland, right? So checked out where Portland is. This is in Victoria. So west of Melbourne, between Adelaide and Melbourne, right onto the coast there. Small little town, and once again, nice little cute little place. I'm sure it's a nice place. I've never been there. But rental yield, once again, 7%, consistently been, performing at a really high rental yield. So, I still know that there's so many people out there in Australia that think positive cash flow properties don't exist. Maybe they live in Sydney and Melbourne, right? So I don't blame them, but they do exist. Here's one. Once again, I'm not saying that you should invest in Portland, but the data says that rents have been consistently going up for the last 5 or 6 years. And the value, over the last 3 or 4 years, you would have done really well. I can't claim to have invested in here. I can't claim that my clients have invested in here, but check it out. Those of you who think that you can't get positive cash flow plus high growth suburbs, if you bought here in 2018, you would have made like $100,000 and got a 6.5–7% yield, throughout that journey. That's pretty good. This is the kind of stuff we want to be buying. Not that I'm recommending this exact type of product, nor am I recommending necessarily, or not recommending Portland. The next one is Ararat. All right. So once again, Ararat's in Victoria. Inland this time, small little regional place. You can see here, lots of farmland around if we go to the terrain view, but decent size, probably, 20,000 town or something like that, 20,000 person town. Check out the yield for the units there, 7%, kind of trending downwards, but still very high. Rents consistently been going up, right? If I go down, over the last 3 years, they've been consistently going up, and even the longer term average since 2014, consistently been going up. Looks pretty good. Median value, yeah, once again, it's not an amazing story, but it's certainly not dropped in value. So once again, I'm not saying that we're investing here, but anyone who thinks that you can't get suburbs where you can buy properties for under $300,000 that give you positive cash flow, here's proof. Another one, Port Hedland. Now, everyone has their opinion on mining towns. I'm not a huge fan of them. This is out in WA, pretty much a mining town, up and down. Huge risk appetite you have to invest in a place like this. I mean, check it out. It's not exactly New York City. Really small sort of place, lots of barren farmland or desert or whatever it is. But I don't know much about it, but I'm just simply here to tell you that it's got pretty high positive cash flow. Check it out, 20% for units. 20%. I mean, 20%. Right? If you bought a place like this, you pay it off in, theoretically 5 years, but let's say net yield goes from 20 to 15 or whatever, so you pay it off in 7-8 years if you bought a house here. I'm not saying to invest here, nor have we ever invested here. Will we invest here in the future? Probably not. But once again, huge positive cash flow. The rent story, check it out, really came down. Really, really came down. Back in the heyday of the mining boom, 2012, check it out. I mean, you're getting $1,600 or $1,600 per week in rent. This is one reason why you shouldn't really put all your eggs into the mining basket, because that basically came down by a multiple or a division of 4 down to 400, and so does the median value. Check it out, 700 all the way down to, I mean, apparently here 100. I don't know how true this data is, but that's a pretty big fall. But my point is not to say to buy in Port Hedland or not. I'm simply trying to illustrate that yields are great here. And the sixth suburb where you can get pretty amazing yields is Withers. Where's Withers? Withers is in the south side of Perth. So Western Australia, once again, you zoom right in. Let's see what this place looks like. Never been here myself. Apparently it's got some houses. Oh yeah, pretty small sort of civilization here. Looks okay. I'm sure they have brilliant beach over here that would be really nice to go to. But let's check out the data. So Withers, once again, units, rental yield up to 8%, been consistently going up. Let's see what the rents have been doing. Pretty flat, down and up. So, neither here nor there. Median values come right back down. So just over the last 6 suburbs, we saw that some suburbs had boomed in price and were positive cash flow. Other suburbs had dropped in price and were positive cash flow. Other suburbs had remained pretty flat in price and were positive cash flow. So the takeaway is positive cash flow has no relevance or correlation to growth, but also that you can get positive cash flow suburbs that grow. And so what I want you guys to do, the takeaway from this video, is to say, let's put our predispositions aside. You can actually buy positive cash flow suburbs. I'm not saying to buy any of these necessarily, but you can buy positive cash flow suburbs. They don't need to be in the regions, nor do they need to be units. They can be houses. Make sure you use the data to find those positive cash flow suburbs that also give consistent and reliable short and long-term growth. Guys, if you want me to do more videos on those types of suburbs, growth plus positive cash flow, leave the word positive in the comments below. Leave the word positive in the comments below, and I'll do more videos on maybe some better suburbs that you can actually consider buying in that have growth and positive cash flow. Guys, if this was useful, give it a like, subscribe below, give it a thumbs up. I'd be super grateful if you do that. And I'm so happy that you're watching this video. I'm so happy that you're part of this community. Remember always that the most important real estate is not necessarily in Withers or Port Hedland. It's the 6 inches between your ears. So get educated, get educated, get educated. Knowledge is power. My name's PK. Take it easy. Bye.